Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to the channel. I don't feel great today, to be completely honest with you. So I'm going to try and make this a little bit short and sweet. It is Monday today, Monday the 3rd of February. And I've not done much with my day. It's been mainly like sleeping. So this is going to be an update on like the whole gallbladder situation. So just to recap, if you haven't watched any of my videos, my name is Caroline. For the last three to 4 months ish, I've been suffering with gallstones. I didn't know that at first. It just started with like a weird stabbing, cramping pain in my side, which I just thought was like a stitch, like when I was out, because it always happened when I was out like walking somewhere. I just thought, oh, maybe it's just a stitch. Then in December, the pain got substantially worse. Like, it is an agonizing pain, and if you don't know what the pain feels like, it is a pain in your right side. For me, it feels like it's like up in my rib cage, and then when the pain peaks, it's in my side, and then in between my shoulder blades and my back. Sorry if I'm like spluttering, but it just really hurts. I was like, at first I was like pressing down on my side to see if that would ease the pain and stuff like that. Anyway, I went into hospital. I've been in hospital a few times with this pain. In December I was in within like maybe 3 times within the space of a couple of weeks. I was given codeine to help with the pain. I was told to take Buscopan, which is an anti-spasmatic, which is usually used for irritable bowel syndrome and stuff like that. So I was taking that, and then I was also given oral morphine, which is just a liquid form of morphine that you take orally, obviously. I had to wait ages for my scan. So a lot of the time when you're in like the United States, I've seen a lot of people that get their scan really quickly and then the next day they're in for surgery. I envy you, I really do, because I haven't had that. So I was referred officially on the 13th of December. I had to wait until the 21st of January for my scan. Went for the ultrasound scan and they confirmed that it was gallstones. And now I'm waiting for my appointment with a consultant. I already have the appointment. I rang up the other day and I got a letter to say the appointment is on the 14th of February. So that's going to be a fun Valentine's Day for me. And I thought, right, okay, we've got this under control. I did run out of medication, but I wasn't in as much pain. I thought maybe the gallstones are like going, or they're just not stuck anymore. I was still experiencing a bit of pain, but not as much, and not having a flare-up. I hadn't had a flare-up in a couple of weeks. So I thought everything was starting to chill out. And then all of a sudden, yesterday, I thought I was dreaming. So I've had the pain that long, I genuinely thought I was dreaming about it, and I woke up and I was like, maybe I'm just like groggy from the dream. And then I lay back, so we got a new bed actually, but I lay back on the headboard and it was agony to lay back. Just my back and my side was really killing. And then just pressing on my stomach hurt as well. So Lenny came in and he kind of heard us crying and stuff. And he's like, you're just gonna have to like ride it out. I was like, I've got no pain meds, I can't. I was feeling really sick. That's one of the signs as well. I had never, when it first started, I had never been sick. Sickness does show like a sign of infection, but I'd never been sick. And then over the last week or so, I keep waking up in the middle of the night, and it sounds gross, but I keep waking up in the middle of the night and choking because I'm being sick. So there was that. And then there was other things that I'm not going to go into too much detail with, but my toilet habits changed. That's all I'm going to say. So if you're having these symptoms, it might be to do with your gallbladder, so I would potentially go and get it checked. It can lead, having like gallstones isn't necessarily classed as serious, especially not over here in the UK, but if it's left untreated, it can lead to infection, which can lead to pancreatitis and liver problems. Your gallbladder can burst as well, which can lead to death. We can live without the gallbladder as well, which is great. So I woke up yesterday in agony, and I didn't have any pain medication. I rang 111 in tears again, and they sent an ambulance. The ambulance came, the paramedics were lovely. They were talking a lot, but they were lovely. They did a few like checks on us, took us to hospital, gave us some oral morphine. For once, the morphine did not kick in. Like the oral morphine took ages to kick in and wasn't helping at all. And then it did start working, and then it was like very brief, and all of a sudden it was just getting worse and worse. And I was sat just crying in the emergency room, like just crying my eyes out. They'd taken they'd taken bloods, and they took like a urine sample and stuff like that just to check for infection. Again, there was no infection. There was signs of like inflammation in my gallbladder, but not mega bad. And I was given a shot of morphine through a cannula, which is like through a thing in your arm. So I've got like a massive, like, you see that bruise here? It was through my arm. That just took the pain away instantly. Like, I can see why drug addicts get addicted, because it does feel like when you're in so much pain and you can just feel it like washing over you, you're just like, oh my god, I can relax finally. The doctor had done a few checks as well. He'd like felt around my stomach and was like, oh, like, take a deep breath. And I was like crying in pain, and they had to do like, is it called an ECG, where they put these like tabs on you and they hook you up to a monitor and they check your heart rate and stuff like that. So I had to get me Walter Mitty's out. By Walter Mitty's I mean my titties. Just a bit of slang, but I had to get my breasts out. So that was fun. Pretty much having at least 4 or 5 different nurses like moving my breasts so they can put these things on. But yeah, that was my hospital stay, and I'm exhausted. I cannot tell you how exhausting one of these flare-ups is. Anyway, I've been sent home with morphine again, and I have to wait till my appointment on the 14th. But I thought I would just update you with a video, because I know I haven't posted about my progress in a while. Sorry, I'm just touching my side because it does hurt. I've taken some morphine just before. I'm probably just going to have a nap because for some reason it's making me really sleepy. So, yes. But I figured, like, I've watched a few videos on this and I haven't seen many people that have, like, gone into detail about the experience. As well as for people in the UK as well. Like in America, I feel as if, I know you pay for your healthcare and we get our healthcare for free, and don't get me wrong, our NHS does not get enough credit. I know for a fine fact that if they had the funding, I probably would have had my gallbladder out by now, but they are just so underpaid, and the amount of people that were just so lovely to us yesterday and just looked after us. I had the nurse that gave me the morphine kept coming in and she was like, "Are you okay? How's your pain?" She was just really pleasant. The paramedics were lovely. The doctor that like checked us out initially, he was really lovely as well, and he was like, "Look, like if this gets worse, please come in. We might have to admit you and then take your gallbladder out, but in the meantime, you'll have to wait," which I understood. I didn't expect anything less. But I just wanted to like say, if you're having any symptoms like this, like if you're going to the toilet a lot, or if you're being sick and you have abdominal pain and it kind of is in your back as well and stuff like that, then it's probably to do with your gallbladder and you should probably go and get it checked, because I didn't realise until I was like doubled over in pain, and like the pain is something else. I was sitting with the paramedics yesterday while I was being checked into the hospital, and she was like, "Oh, my sister had hers out last year and she said it was worse than childbirth." And I was like, "Never had kids, but if this is what childbirth even resembles, not a chance in hell. Nope." So yeah, funny story while I was in there. Obviously we're having like the whole outbreak of the coronavirus at the minute, and everyone thinks that they've got it or that they're going to come into contact with it. I know I shouldn't be laughing, right? But it's the people that take it to a whole new level. Like there was a girl that came in, I was being admitted, so Lenny came in with us. I was being admitted on one side and he was just waiting in the room on the other. And there was this woman who'd come in and she'd been on a trip from South Africa and she thought she had Ebola. So as a precautionary measure, they quarantined her. She looked absolutely fine. She was like the bill of health. But she was like, "I've just come back from South Africa and I think I have Ebola." It was quite funny, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, we're ringing like 111 now, and it's just like, if you believe that you've come into contact with the coronavirus, do this, blah blah blah. And I was just like, oh my days. So not only does our NHS not have any funding and they're trying their very best, but now people think that they have the coronavirus and they don't. Like there's a girl that I know who's pregnant, and she was like, "Oh, I don't want to go into hospital and like go for me scans and stuff in case I get corona." And it's like, well, you're not going to. The maternity ward is going to be far away from where everyone else is being held, because at the moment in Newcastle and Sunderland, or one of the other, there are people that are being treated for the coronavirus and are being quarantined that have come up from York. And I was just like, oh my god, some people are just really thick. I have no idea. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm like really sleepy and my phone's probably gonna die. I will keep you updated on the situation. I'm sorry that there's nothing more to tell, but I'm still here, I'm still going. I'm still wishing that it's gonna be soon. But like I say, I'll keep you all updated. You will see some videos from me in the next few days, weeks, about what I'm going to be taking to hospital, because I know for a fine fact they're going to end up taking it out. So I'll have to pack a hospital bag and things like that for recovery. So I will kind of let you know what the crack is with that. For now, I'm going to talk to you all later, and I hope you have a nice rest of your day or your evening or whenever you're watching this. Like I say, personally, I'm going to go for a nap. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.